And joining us on the phone line is Tim Sukazi, who is the attorney representing SASSA. A very good morning to you. Can you confirm whether you have indeed filed the replies to Chief Justice Mogoeng?
Good morning, Lauren. Yes, indeed. We managed to file the replies to the court directions from the Chief Justice, and that was done yesterday. Although we filed electronically quite late, and physical copies will be delivered at court now this morning, but we did manage to file indeed.
Now, as you filed it electronically a little late and will only be getting the hard copy sent this morning, will the submission still be counted as the deadline was 4 p.m. yesterday?
Yes, indeed. Look, in a matter like this, I think it's quite expected that there is likely to be delays, and I think that's what exactly happened. So in these instances, one would then take it further and apply for condonation from the court, so our papers will be accompanied by that application for condonation.
And could you please talk us through some of the highlights of the submissions? Any objections to any independent monitoring of the CPS grant deal?
The biggest highlights are exactly there, Lauren. The one important, or the two rather, is that SASSA went as far as proposing an order by the court. That order would resurrect the court oversight over SASSA in this entire matter. So, and it went to the specifics, to over and above asking for the court to resume its supervisory jurisdiction. SASSA went on to ask the court to order that the contract be submitted to court, for there to be constant accountability on that contract, And now, most importantly, of course, and that draws from the question asked by the Chief Justice as to whether or not SASSA would have any objection to independent monitoring. So now SASSA has responded to say it will have no objection, none whatsoever. And the Chief Justice went on to ask that in that event, would SASSA then propose who that independent monitoring person should be? So SASSA went on to propose to court that any of the like of the Chapter 9 institutions, should be an independent monitoring person on this. And just to expand on this, which is, I believe is quite important, this is a matter before the Constitutional Court, and those Chapter 9 institutions are provided for in the Constitutional Court. So those suggested are the Auditor General and the Public Protector. And I think if you look at all the Chapter 9 institutions, you'll agree with me that they two are perhaps best placed to independently monitor a matter such as this. So it being a matter before the Constitutional Court, we believe that it must be kept within the framework of the Constitution, hence the proposal of the Chapter 9 institution.
Now, as you are the attorney representing SASSA, what is the process from here on?
From here on, SASSA will receive a response from National Treasury, responding to SASSA's application for deviation. Once that is granted, hopefully, of course, negotiations and conclusion of the contracts with CPS will be finalized, which hopefully should happen, within the next 24 hours. We should then enable all the processes that are necessary for the payment of grants. I'm talking the practical processes, out there on the field, starting from Treasury, the flow of funds, and so forth. Those processes usually start on the 15th. So the agreement hopefully should be concluded in the next 24 hours, and that should take us to the next and most critical stages towards the payment of grants beyond the 1 March, and most important on the 1st of April 2017.
Tim Sukazi, thank you so much for your time here on Morning Prime. That is Tim Sukazi, who is the attorney representing SASSA. As breaking news just came in, Social Development requires Treasury to approve the new changes for the interim social grant contract to comply with all legalities.